hormone that allows your body to take in the glucose. So say you eat a slice of bread, you have all this glucose. The glucose goes from your stomach, it's absorbed in the intestines, goes into the blood. So all this extra glucose is in the blood. The body doesn't want all this glucose in the blood, so it releases the hormone insulin. Insulin then sort of allows the cells, like your muscles, your liver, your kidney, to take up this glucose, and then it will burn it for energy, which is great. If you don't have insulin, of course, then inside the cell, there's no energy, and outside the cell, there's all this sort of glucose. So what you have is this state of sort of internal starvation. What you'll see is people will lose weight because they can't take the sort of energy that's outside and bring it inside the cell. So they'll just keep losing weight until they die. So you see in type 1 diabetes, you see very skinny children who, if they don't get insulin, they will die. That's not what you get in type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes tends to present older and is sort of the majority of diabetes. We see 90 to 95% of diabetes these days is type 2 diabetes. And you don't see very skinny people. You see the opposite. You see very fat people and people with big fatty livers. They have a lot of abdominal obesities. Their waist circumference is high. Their body mass index is high. So you see the opposite. You don't see people that are starving as you do with the type 1 lack of insulin. Here, the insulin levels are too high. And there's still a lot of glucose in the blood. And the idea is that instead of a sort of underfill situation where you can't get the glucose into the cell, in this situation, the cell is sort of overfilled with this glucose. So that's why the glucose is still out in the blood. Because you've got too much inside the cell already, the cell can't take any more. Just like, for example, if you have a sports bar, for example, it's Super Bowl Sunday, the sports bar is full, you can't cram any more people. So there's people outside the bar who want to get in, but they can't get in because the bar is full, right? So it's just the same. The cell is full of sugar. You can't get any more sugar in, it's going to spill out